Hey everybody, this is Scott Klaus and it's time for the Brown Bag Special. And today I've got my friend here, Sarah Patrick. She's our guest today. Sarah, go ahead and say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody. Facebook world.
We're trying to build our audience live here on Facebook. Give it a second to kick up and get a few viewers going. Sarah is from McQuarrie County over at Whitney City. And she's come over to play some songs for us today. Why don't you tell us how you got a little bit of a start in your country music journey here?
All right, well, I started posting YouTube videos, and my uncle happened to see it. And he called up the Hapstrunk, who owns the Uptown Opry in Whitley City, and he said, "Man, my niece, she can sing, you need to get her on your show." And so he got me up there, and it's happened ever since then. But I just started singing at different jamborees, and I got lucky at one. There was a friend of mine that played guitar there, and he knew David Frizzell, so he called him and said, "Sarah's going to be up here this weekend, you need to come listen to this girl sing." And he did, and so he signed me to his record label, and he's been helping me out ever since. So.
Oh, that's cool. That's great. If you would like to, why don't you start us off with a song and let everybody hear how you sound?
All right, I'll go ahead and do, this is a single actually that's out on the radio right now. David Frizzell wrote it, and this is on my album. The album's coming out June 15th, so go buy it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, this is called The Woman I Am.
Hello, Mr. Brian Perry.
Oh, he's on there.
Yeah, he's watching us live.
Slacker. He was supposed to be here with me today.
We hope you are feeling better. We
Yeah.
know you've been a little under the weather, but we still want to ride you pretty hard for not being here. So we're just having a ghetto time today. So if you want to, how did you get to that point of that song? So did you write it, co-write it?
That song David wrote. He liked to tell people he was getting in touch with his feminine side that day.
Okay.
But he wrote that, and he pitched it to me. Went through the song selection process. I was looking at we went through mine first, all the ones I'd written. 3 of mine are on the album, and he had a few that he had written, and Brian sent me some, and I really love that one. when he played it for me, he said, "I don't know why I wrote this song," and I said, "I think you wrote it so I could put it on my album." So we put it on there, and it's my first single, and everybody seems to love it. So
It's
I'm
a
really
great
happy it made it
song,
on
yeah.
there.
Miss Delora Wagers said that's a beautiful song, and she can relate to it in every way. So,
Thank you.
Um,
I think every woman can relate to it a little bit.
yeah. So obviously we can tell straight off the bat that you've got this sound that's unreal. You know, it sounds like you've been singing your entire life.
Well,
you know.
I've been singing my whole life, just not in front of anybody.
Well, it sounds like you've performed your entire life. She's a great singer, and so if you want to tell us a little bit about the history, how you got started to play guitar and that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Well, I started playing guitar. I'll say back when I was about 12 or 13, my grandpa had this old guitar and he played all the time. And I learned 3 chords, but I never really stuck with it back then because I'd rather be doing basketball and swimming and anything outside. I'd rather be going out there and being active and stuff. But probably about 7 or 8 years, I picked it back up and I started playing just for the heck of it. I didn't plan on getting on stage or singing in front of anybody. It was just kind of my own thing. And
Right.
I ended up writing a couple songs and just for fun, and
Mhm.
but that's about it on that.
Now you did say you wrote 3 songs on your
Yep.
album that you're getting ready to release.
Yep.
Would you, if you don't care, could you play us one of those?
Yeah, I can play one of those.
All right.
This one I don't think it's going to be a single, but it's called "In a Woman's Way," and it's one of my favorite ones. It's kind of a feisty attitude type of song. So. Just because I'm a woman and you're a man doesn't mean we do the same, and only I should be damned. Well, this double standard's getting under my skin. Well, a woman's sin ain't no worse than a man's sin. So I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna raise hell, I'm gonna dance and I'm gonna flirt, and I'ma do really well. I really don't care what they're gonna say. I'm gonna have a hell of a good time in a woman's way. Well, I've had a long week. Yeah, I've worked too hard. So I'm gonna go unwind at some rundown bar. I'm gonna take my friends, maybe pick up a guy. I'm gonna have all the fun that the harder cash can buy. So I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna raise hell, I'm gonna dance and I'm gonna flirt, and I'ma do it well. I really don't care what they're gonna say. I'm gonna have a hell of a good time in a woman's way. Yeah, I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna raise some hell. Yeah, I'm gonna dance and I'm gonna flirt, and I'ma do it well. I really don't care what they're gonna say. I'm gonna have a hell of a good time in a woman's way. Yeah, I'm gonna have me one hell of a time in a woman's way.
You can tell it's just me out here today. Scott and Bernie is actually, they're out camping on vacation, so I'm sure they're probably listening in or watching. So, hello to Scott and Bernie. As you can tell also by the video, camera jumping around. It is very windy out here today. so we're trying to keep our camera steady. But Sarah was gracious enough to come over here and play for us today, so we want to thank her for that. And Mr. Brian Perry for sending me her information. We're just a couple of counties away, and
Yeah.
that's what we was talking about earlier. I guess before we ever went live, we was talking about how there's so much talent down here, but even if we're just a county away, we don't know what's in the next county.
Right, yeah.
And so that's kind of the reason why we started doing this show, was to give people a platform to get out and expose their abilities that they normally don't get a chance to do. I know you said you have a YouTube channel, right?
Yep.
And so how often do you do that, or?
I was doing it pretty regularly. I haven't done it in a while. I just sang at Tootsie's the night before last, and I put that video up because I got to sing "You Ain't Woman Enough to Take My Man." That's kind of my go-to song. That's Loretta Lynn's my absolute favorite. So if anybody says, "Hey, sing a song," it's usually the first thing that comes out of my mouth is Loretta Lynn.
Well, you got that Loretta Lynn twang.
We've got a different twang. We both got twang, but she's got a different twang than I do.
But it's pretty awesome. That's what I hear in my head when I said it sounds like you've been performing your whole life.
Yeah.
You got that sound that a lot of new singers, it takes them a while to get the confidence into.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it comes so natural from you that it sounds right. She is natural born talent. That's very true, Mr. Brian Perry. Speaking of Loretta Lynn and "You Ain't Woman Enough to Take My Man," would you care to sing that song?
Well,
for
yeah,
us?
sure.
Okay.
I love to do that. You come to tell me something. You say I ought to know. He don't love me anymore, and I'll have to let you go. You say you're gonna take him, but I don't think you can. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. Women like you, they're a dime a dozen. You found anywhere. For you to get to him, you have to move over and gonna stand right here. It'll be over my dead body, so get out while you can. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. Sometimes a man's caught looking at things that he don't need. He took a second to look at you, but he's in love with me. Well, I don't know where that leaves you, oh, but I know where it stands. And you ain't woman enough to take my man. Women like you, they're a dime a dozen. You found anywhere. For you to get to him, I'd have to move over and gonna stand right here. It'll be over my dead body, so get out while you can. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. No, you ain't woman enough to take my man. Thank you.
So you said you performed at Tootsie's night
Yeah,
before
the night
last?
before last I got to
So-
sing there.
Tell me how that felt.
Well, it wasn't a planned thing. It was actually I had a radio interview yesterday or the day before yesterday in Nashville, and it was early in the day, so 3 o'clock I got done, and I thought, well, I'll go down Broadway and hear some music, and I went to Legends first, and the guy came over and asked me. He said, "You don't have to give a tip, but if you want to," and I said, "Well, I kind of do this for a living, so I'll give you a tip. I know how it is." And so he asked me to get up there, and I sang a couple up there, and they were getting ready to go on break, so they asked me if I wanted to just fill in on break. So my friend Woody James had come in, and he's really good. He's a really good country singer. So I had him get up there with me, and we did some duets and everything. And so we moseyed on down to Tootsie's, and he knew the guy that was singing. So he asked me if I could get up and sing a couple. And Tootsie's is a very well-known place, and
Absolutely.
a lot of really awesome people have performed there. So I mean, it felt really good, and I mean, people were hollering and just really enjoying it. So it was really fun. I really enjoyed that.
you know, places like Tootsie, or you start talking about the Grand Ole Opry, and places like that that we've seen on TV for all of our life.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you know, you're there and you're like, hey, what am I doing here? How did I get you know, a chance to perform here?
Yeah.
I talked to a guy once before that he just kind of happened to get onto the Grand Ole Opry. And he said, I really don't know how I ended up there. I don't know how I got to perform, but he said, the experience of it was just so emotional that he didn't know how to control himself.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure it is for any other kind of performer. You know, depending on what kind of genre it is, whether you're, you know, at the Apollo or you're at Tootsie's or you're at wherever. You know, everybody's got their highlight spot to perform.
Yeah.
You know, so that's pretty neat though. That you know, just a couple of nights ago, now on Barville Tourism's Facebook page show, she was at Tootsie's performing. So, you know, that's the kind of music that we want to be able to showcase. You know, not everybody would know that if she hadn't been on this show. That just a couple of nights ago, we got a performer from Tootsie's that's performing for us live that only lives a county away. So.
I've had a few highlights, man. I've been lucky. I got to sing at Rickrow Valley not too long ago with
Okay.
David. I opened for David Frizzell,
Uh-huh.
and that was really cool because that's the same kind of thing. I mean, you know how many great entertainers have been on that stage doing that same thing.
Right.
And then I got to be on the Huckabee show on TVN,
Uh-huh.
so that was a really cool experience. That was my first real TV experience, and me and David sang "You're the Reason God Made Oklahoma,"
Okay.
and so that was really fun. And sometimes your nerves will take away from it a little bit because you'll forget how amazing this experience is, and you're more like, oh God, I'm gonna mess up, or what. Like on the Huckabee show, my allergies were horrible that day, and I thought, man, I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna sound horrible, my voice is gonna crack, but it was. Once I started singing, that just kind of all melted away, and I was just out there having fun with David, and the crowd was loving it because everybody loves that song, everybody knows that song, so it was really cool. It's a lot of fun doing stuff like that.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people, we drive by 1,000 times, especially on this side of the state. You know, if you're close to I-75, we drive by Renfro Valley, you know, every week almost,
Yeah.
it seems like. But it really is an iconic place, and people
is.
don't give it the credit that it deserves.
Right.
Back in the day when I was a kid, I was trying to think what it was called on back over next to Cumberland Falls.
Tombstone
Tombstone
Junction.
Junction.
Yeah.
I can remember watching Alan Jackson perform at Tombstone Junction
Yeah.
when I was a child.
Yeah.
You know, and you think, well, no, it couldn't have been that big of a deal. It's just, you know, a few
It's
miles down
right
the road.
next door. It can't be that big. Yeah.
Yeah, but then you think about the acts that have passed through there.
Yeah.
You know, that's just like at Renfro Valley with Travis Tritt and Marty Stewart and all
Right.
those guys. You know, it's not just, it's something that we overlook that we really should appreciate
Yeah.
a whole lot more. And so if you ever get a chance, go visit Renfro Valley. You'll watch an awesome show, I promise you. I don't think I've ever seen a bad show there. So get you some tickets, go catch a show at Renfro Valley.
I believe June 29th, I think, is the date Charlie Daniels will be there. You might
Okay.
see me there in the crowd because I got a ticket. I bought myself a birthday present. I thought, I'm going to go see Charlie. I've never seen him live.
I
So.
actually got to see Charlie Daniels live last year. I think it was last fall, at Corbin at the arena.
Yeah.
Him and Travis Tritt.
My dad went to that one. He said Charlie Daniels put on the best show
He
he's ever
did.
seen, and I'm so excited about seeing that.
He did.
I wanted to go to that show, but I already had a show booked where I had to go sing, and I thought, man, I'm not gonna cancel just so I can go do something fun.
So all the people that I went with was like, oh, Travis Tritt, and I'm like, I don't know, but I mean, I love Travis Tritt, but I was going to hear Charlie Daniels, you know.
both of those guys are my top
Uh-huh.
10, maybe top 5. I love those guys, so I'd love to have seen that. But Charlie Daniels, I'm
He-
very excited about that.
You know, and it's funny, the older he gets, the harder he performs.
I've heard that. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard he's just better and better.
He does, and Travis has always put on a show.
Oh, yeah.
So that's not new, but Charlie Daniels really amazed me during that concert.
Yeah.
You know, just for the sheer fact of his age and what he's still capable of doing.
Right.
You know. But if you'd like to sing us another song off your album, maybe?
Okay. What do you think? Okay, I can do You Ain't Woman Enough is actually on my album too, so I already did that
Okay.
one. And then since I'm working with David, we wanted to do like some kind of Lefty thing. So we, the song "That's the Way Love Goes." It was a big Merle hit.
Yeah.
Well, Lefty actually wrote that and recorded it first,
Okay.
And then Johnny Rodriguez did, and then Merle, and now me. So,
All right.
you know, and Jimmy Fortune actually sang the harmony on that one on my CD. So that was really cool because he did a phenomenal job. It was so cool. Hopefully I won't mess it up playing it because I'm not really good at playing this one, but we'll try it anyway. I've been throwing horseshoes over my left shoulder. I spent most all my life searching for that four-leaf clover. Yet you ran with me, chasing my rainbow. Honey, I love you too. That's the way love goes. That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music God made for all the world to sing. It's never old, it grows. Losing makes me sorry. You say, honey, don't worry. Well, you know I love you too. And that's the way love goes. That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music God made for all the world to sing. It's never old, it only grows. Losing makes me sorry. You say, honey, don't worry. Well, you know I love you too. And that's the way love goes.
Awesome. That is a great song.
Thank you. That's one of my favorite ones on the album. And I think Jimmy Fortune doing the harmony just made that song on it. It's just his voice blended with mine perfectly, and he's got the coolest little harmonies. Just I really hope people listen to that one and like it.
So when is your album coming out again?
June 15th. I've got some now that I sell, that I'm allowed to sell. I'll meet people out or send them through the mail or whatever, but officially it releases June 15th.
And they can pick that up online or where at?
iTunes, Spotify, it's on Apple Music, and YouTube. My single is on all of those things right now, but June 15th is when the whole thing will be out.
Okay, cool. And so be sure to download that or pick it up wherever you can get it from. Be sure to request it because we want to promote our Kentucky talent. Kentucky talent's one of those things that we have a vast majority of, and we just want to be able to share it and let everybody else know, hey, this is what you're missing out. Yes, Tennessee has a lot of stuff, but Kentucky has just as much, you know. And so we want to be able to share our talent with everybody else. Would you like to play one more song for us today?
Sure. Well, I said Loretta Lynn was one of my biggest, well, she is my biggest influence, but also Miranda Lambert, as far as the newer artists go, she's up there pretty high on the list too. So
Okay.
I really like her newish song Tin Man. It's not a brand new single, but it was maybe one of the last ones that came out, and I really like that one. People usually request that one a lot, so I'm gonna try to do that one for you. Hey there, Mr. Tin Man. You don't know
awesome. So,
Thank you. I love that song. It's just such a simple, beautiful song. I love it.
so do you have any scheduled performances coming up soon?
I have a whole lot. I don't have any big shows coming up until June, really, but I have a lot of jamborees every Friday. I'm at the Uptown Opry in Whitley City. Next weekend, let's see, the 18th, I'm opening for Jimmy Fortune at Ross Country Jamboree. The next day, I'll be at Corden Live, which is in Indiana. The weekend after that, where am I at? I don't know, I've got shows, so many shows I can't keep track of them. But June 16th, it's actually the day after my album comes out, I will be at Corsicana, Texas at the Lefty Fest,
Okay.
which David has just put together, and they're having a annual Lefty Fest where there's going to be things for the kids. It's a free show. You come in, Marty Haggard will be there, Alan Frizzell, David Frizzell, Paulette Carlson, who else? I can't remember who else is going to be there, but there's going to be a lot of really cool people, and it's a free show. So if you're in the Corsicana, Texas area, come on out to that.
Cool deal. That's the cool thing about Facebook and our viewing people is we have people that tune in from Pennsylvania, Texas, Florida, California, and we're glad that our former Barbervillians actually tune back in and see what's going on in their hometown. And we appreciate them watching. So be sure to go out and pick up Sarah's album. It'll be released June 15th.
Right.
All right.
You can
Download
get the
it.
single now.
Go ahead and get the single now, and then get the album on the 15th.
Right.
And, start looking for it, because I promise you I will find somewheres to book her so we can bring her to you for a show here. So be sure to be watching for that as well. Again, thank you for coming today.
Thank you for having me. I love that you did this outside. It's such a gorgeous day.
Well, I actually was starting to set up in the studio, and David said, you know what, today'd be a great day for you to do it outside. And I thought, you know what,
it
is.
will, with the beautiful fountain behind us.
The beautiful
And
fountain.
the sunshine, the wind's blowing just enough.
That's right.
I've been waiting for warm weather for so long.
So we've got this outdoor stage that we're setting up. I'm trying to finish the work on it, get all the lighting and everything ready for it. And then you can start seeing some performances here, right behind the Visitor Center, right here in downtown Barberville. I know Brian's been riding me pretty hard about hurry up and getting it done so he can bring all kinds of talent over here and get them to perform for us. So, yeah, we appreciate everybody tuning in, and start looking for Sarah's album June 15th. Go get her single. It's online now. Go download it. You'll enjoy it, I promise you. And then start watching for her booking dates. I promise you I'll get her by here sometime soon. Again, this is Scott Klaus for Miss Sarah Patrick. We appreciate you coming. Y'all have a good day.
Yeah.